'Tis the season for families. Come get your groceries at Tina's Furniture.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mike in the Morning. First things first, we got a show, Friends and Friends crowd work show in San Francisco this weekend. And how does this get like this? Tickets for that are down below. Second of all, welcome to Mike in the Morning, the chilled out morning show, comedy extravaganza. It's just a chilled out show for chill adults. In case you're wondering. Chill is one of the most cop-out words you could use to describe yourself. I'm just chill. No shit. Don't describe yourself as that on your dating profile. I'm just down for a chill time. As opposed to what? Why don't you come over and yell real hard in my face for an hour, and then we'll do drinks and a movie. Everyone's down for a chill time, and so are we. Good morning. What if I just straight up didn't say anything for the next couple of minutes? I think that'd be really funny. I wish I was better at not giggling like a little boy, because I think I'd get, even if I was in the same room, in the corner of the room, I would giggle like a little boy and ruin that. So I'll talk about something else. There is something to a comfortable room, you guys. A Christmas comfortable room, even if you don't celebrate it. This is what a Christmas room is. The lights are dim. In an ideal situation, the room is only lit by the tree. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Maybe a tree. We'll go ahead and put some candles in there. Theme of the show. Running theme. It's a runner. There's a fireplace. Obviously, there's a fireplace. That shit is crackling, nice, loud. Every once in a while, it scares you a little bit. The room smells like a real Christmas tree. There are somehow presents. And if you're just joining us, setting up the perfect Christmas room. That's synced up pretty well with the music. Here we go. I mean, this one's a little bit more abrasive, but we'll continue. There are presents, and they're not really from anyone. They're just kind of there to decorate the room, because it's not Christmas Eve just yet. There's a window, at least one or two windows where you look outside. It's snowing a little bit. There's some kind of a plate, of a festive plate that you only use once a year, Christmas-based plate, with assorted cookies on it. I'm gonna say assorted sugar cookies with different color sprinkles, and I'm not gonna necessarily say chocolate chip cookies, but your family, everybody's family's different. I'm gonna say sugar cookies. If you don't like it, and if you don't like this podcast, move out of your house. Back to the perfect Christmas room. Rug. No one needs a hardwood Christmas. Too cold on your feet. The smell of food coming from the other room. Old ornaments. I think new ornaments ruin Christmas. Ornaments have to be passed down and found and repaired to be good. If you couldn't see the video podcast, I was kind of moving my hand like a senator when I said that. That's how much I believed in that. Maybe an old painting. Ideally, an old 4x3 television with a grainy VHS running The Christmas Story or Muppet Family Christmas. Ideally. A little jar with mints in it. Your family if you want. A dog with a bell attached to his collar. His or her collar. Didn't mean to gender the dog. There we go. coffee table. I think that goes without saying. A lamp that makes the room kind of orange-ish. That lamp is off. The room is being lit by the tree, as I said before. People start to come down the stairs. Let's get into what they're wearing. Socks. Once in a while I hear the music and it gets me. Warm, thick socks. And this is so important, the most comfortable pants you have. The oldest t-shirt combined with the most comfortable pants and the thickest socks. Maybe you got a hoodie on, oversized hoodie.
Come in and the first thing I hear is oversized hoodie.
I've described everything in the perfect Christmas room. And I think I got all the way around the room. And everyone's hungry for breakfast. And that's the perfect Christmas room. The end. I asked how I could help. 'Tis the season to help. 'Tis the season already? You think anyone has ever said that? Natalie Wilhelm says, ideas for a Christmas gift for your older brother when your parents steal your cool, relevant, funny gift idea. Ooh, why would your family stab you in the back like that? Your own blood. If I were you, I would start wrapping up my parents' things. Anything your brother has ever had his eye on. Christmas morn, he unwraps dad's watch or mom's, probably more of dad's stuff. When they're like, wait a gosh darn minute, this is Christmas and that's our stuff and you're stealing. And then you stand up and you say, let's have a conversation about stealing. And then you do. And then you have a serious, heartfelt conversation with your family about stealing on Christmas morning. Anna Vogel says, I work at a call center, and when we have downtime in between calls, my anxiety makes my mind race and puts me in a bad headspace. That rhymed. You don't have to be a scientist to figure that out. They just changed the rules so we aren't allowed to read anything or do anything but stare at the clock and wait for a call. I'm a little nervous about coping and thought you might have a tip. Yeah, I do, Anna. I do happen to have a tip just for this specific situation. You got to get a different job. There has to be a job that pays a similar amount and is not like that your brain will be happier at. What's the average salary of somebody who works at a call center? 7 middle income jobs. There was another article just under that said 14 jobs. And I just clicked on the first available, if I'm being honest. Taking a second to load here. Do you want to do any of these jobs? Electrician. Probably have to go back to school for that. Customer support. Medical and clinical technician. That's what I was going to say. Go work at a Quest Diagnostics and handle little cups of pee-pee. We're going to have to test your pee-pee. You get to say that every day as part of your job. Wind turbine technician. Uh-oh. Are we in the future? Yes. Number 5, industrial machinery. Don't do that one. 6, environmental engineering technicians. What does that mean? It doesn't tell you what it does. Don't do that one either. Dental assistant. How about that? Look inside a mouth. What would give you more anxiety? Looking at the clock or looking in a mouth? And these are all questions that we have to ask ourselves. Drake A. McIntosh, sponsor of the channel. Big shout out and thank you so much. What's worse? People who put up their Christmas decorations on November 1st or people who leave Halloween decorations up until Thanksgiving? The number one day seems to be day after Thanksgiving. Christmas tree goes up. If you leave your Halloween decorations up through Christmas and you try to pass it off like those are Christmas lights, but they're all orange, that's lying to yourself. It's like painting I'm lying to myself on my house. Donnie Machine Gun. My parents are obsessed with Facebook. No joke, my dad shows me terrible Facebook memes and my mom talks about random extended family and what they post. There's a reason I deleted my Facebook. I don't care about that stuff. Now, how do I tell them that they're boring AF now that they have Facebook in a productive and non-offensive way? I thought a lot about this because I think your situation is hilarious and also not that big of a problem. You gotta remember one specific thing. We were all so horny for Facebook and the information within its walls when Facebook first arrived. I was in college, humble brag. I remember we used to check it all the time. Who's effing who? So on and so forth. Imagine you discover that as like a 40, 50-year-old. All that life you've lived, all those people that you used to kiss on the mouth. Grab your parents and bring them over to the screen. I'll take care of this. Hello, Donnie's parents. My name is Mike. I understand that you've just discovered Facebook, and I've never been happier for someone in my life. It must be a great time. You must have at least, both of you, looked up several people that you made out with in middle school to see if they're still alive. How did you even remember how to spell their name? Here is my thing. Your Donnie's son probably has been effing with Facebook for some time, and he's over it, and he's done, and he deleted his because he doesn't want to be bothered with shit that doesn't matter in other people's lives. He doesn't want to have that in the brain. Facebook was his mashed potatoes, and he's full up on chicken. That was, pretend I didn't say that part. Fact of the matter is, I am so excited for your newfound love for Facebook. Until you are completely done with it, you should keep most of that stuff to yourself, because what a lot of us realized is that no one's Facebook is interesting. Merry Christmas. Hey, did you see Janine painted their house? 30 years that house has been blue and no longer. Who gives a shit? Oh, Tommy, you remember Tommy? You guys used to play together as kids. His baseball team just got to they finished 4th place in the state tournament. His baseball team. You played together 5 times as a kid, and he is on the 4th best baseball team in the state. Who gives a shit? Tommy hit a double in the game that knocked them out of the tournament, out of top 3. They lost the game, but Tommy hit a double. You played with him a couple times. You went to a birthday party with Tommy once. Shit, man, that was fun. This is a morning show, and what is a morning without coffee? I'd like to throw it over to my friend. I'd like to throw it over to my friend Dane. One sip review.
Don't squeam, wing, wing, wing. Don't squeam, wing, wing, wing. Don't squeam.
Okay, I'll join in with you. Keep going.
Simply having a wonderful coffee time.
And this is a $16 cup from Function at Say Coffee's Green Tip Geisha. What's the point anymore? Now, of course, this is one sip review, so it is a bit of a tradition around here that we take the second sip. So let me start with, this one is absolutely fantastic. Now let me follow that with, but it doesn't really taste like coffee. This one is so sweet and fruity that it's more like an herbal tea or possibly even a juice. I mean, it falls more in the category of not coffee than it does coffee, and that's bizarre because this is, of course, coffee. So how do I feel about it? I really don't know. It's so different that I don't know how to describe it to you, which means I'm doing a bad job at my job. Anyway, have a good morning. See you guys next time.
Thank you so much for joining us. I had a lovely time with you. I will see you this weekend. I will be the one having a great time. You're going to see a bunch of names pop on the screen now. These are sponsors of the YouTube channel. They get $5 a month. They get 5 extra things. Christmas Eve, I got a little video coming out on this channel for free called Making Friends. It's a bunch of my sets from a bunch of the crowd work shows from this year. And come see how much fun we had this year. Not knowing what we were going to say until we got on stage. It was a fun time. And that's being animated by your boy Tom Bosco, who works on this show. My friend Isaac filmed a lot of it and edited it together, and he just got engaged to my friend Nate Pinchoff, who's coming with us to San Francisco. Do you see the concept of the Friends and Friends? It's a strong brand. Only doing things with my friends, 2019. This was fun. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. We're celebrating Christmas all year long.
'Tis the season. 'Tis the season for families. Come get your groceries at Tina's Furniture.